Over the past few weeks, we've been talking about a specific leadership pattern, having clarity, but not expressing it, filtering your voice, delaying decisions, and carrying more mental load than necessary. So in this video, I want to talk about what happens when that pattern actually shifts. Quick recap. We've been looking at intuitive leaders who sense things early, but hesitate to articulate them clearly. That gap between insight and expression is where time, energy, and momentum get lost. So, what does it look like when that gap closes? Hi, my name is Hawa Kambian, and I'm a leadership clarity advisor. In this series, we focus on how to turn clarity into your time-saving currency so that you can release past leadership habits that are blocking success and growth. One leader I worked with, senior, highly capable, kept describing herself as an overthinker, when in reality, she had very clear reads on situations. But she would rehearse conversations multiple times, delay sharing her perspective, and wait until she felt fully ready. The shift we focused on was simple: express earlier, refine in motion. And within a few weeks, her meetings became shorter, decision cycles sped up, and her team started responding to her with more clarity. Not because she changed her intelligence, but because she stopped filtering it. In another space, a team environment, there was a pattern of prolonged alignment conversations. You know, the ones where everyone was thoughtful, everyone was considerate, but decisions kept dragging. When we finally mapped it out, the issue wasn't disagreement. It was delayed clarity. People were sensing things early, but waiting to say them in a perfect way. So we introduced one shift across the team. Name the working clarity early. Not the final answer, but the current read. And that alone reduced meeting time significantly, improved decision speed, and lowered overall team fatigue, because things were being addressed in real time. This is where leadership clarity becomes tangible. You see it in faster execution, cleaner communication, and less emotional residue after conversations. And importantly, leaders feel less mentally exhausted at the end of the day because they're not carrying unexpressed insight. This is a core part of the work I do inside the Clarity and Power Reset one-on-one program. We look at where you're filtering yourself, what you're trying to manage, be that perception, risk, or timing, and how to translate insight into clean expression so leadership becomes lighter and not heavier. And to be clear, this isn't about being blunt or saying everything immediately or ignoring context and who's in the room. It's about reducing unnecessary delay so that your clarity can actually move things forward instead of staying internal. So how about this? You can start noticing this today. Here are a few reflection prompts. Where did I hold something back that would have helped? What did the delay cost me? Time, energy, clarity? And what would it look like to say it 20% sooner the next time? Your responses to these questions is exactly where the shift begins. So if you're ready to work on this more intentionally, the Clarity and Power Reset is designed to help you close the gap between insight and expression. You can learn more below. And if you want a starting point, the Leadership Mask Audit will show you exactly where this pattern is showing up for you. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one.